Hey there, guys. Welcome to another episode of Oliveen, our Mountain Madness Survival LP. And oh, okay, that was unexpected. So you're probably wondering, where did this cow farm come from? Or if you're not, then yeah, that's fine too. Basically, I went ahead and recorded this earlier in the week, and I was super tired at the time and really out of it, and I set up this tiny, apparently rather ineffective cow farm because they're just escaping when you reload the world, and they're not ready to breed yet. Yep. Okay. And I put down some sand and did a little chatting, which I will go back over what I talked about because it's stuff I do want to talk about, but not anything that. Don't worry, you won't miss anything. But anyway, it was bad. It was just a bad recording, so I went ahead and scrap that, and we're gonna have to redo it just because I feel like now that I'm more awake and less out of it, you'll get a better quality experience from that. So we're gonna run up top and grab some more sand, and while we're doing that, I am actually just going to chat to you guys a little bit. Actually, you know what? We're going to get wood first so I can expand upon that cow farm a little bit and make it bigger and better. Anyway, I pushed them from the cliff up top and they landed in the water, and I just sort of nudged them over to there and got them to follow me with the wheat and all the normal stuff that you would do when you're setting up a cow farm. So, as I said, didn't miss anything. And we're going to go ahead and eat. So yeah, basically what I talked about in the previous, in the recording I made before, and what I'm going to talk about today is actually just a little bit about myself and sort of like where I come from and what's like my life up to this point and why I'm on YouTube and how I got here and all of that. So, thankfully, it's not a super long story, but it's kind of interesting. I actually started out. I started playing this when I was working at a theme park called the Holy Land Experience. You guys might be familiar with it. If you're not, that's okay. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Now, I am a Christian, and I take that pretty seriously, and I try not to be super preachy about it or anything, just because I don't want to like push people away and all of that. But yeah, this particular theme park did not really meet my expectations as far as like what they said and what they did and all of that. So, like I'd say, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. But I was there for a little over a year, and I started playing Minecraft, and that was back in when 1.5 had just come out. So I was brand new to the game, and it was 1.5, and oh, come on, mouse. Okay, so interrupting that point, I have a trackball. It's a wireless thing. And I don't know if it's like a sensor issue or if I just need to change the batteries or what. And if you guys have any insights on that at all, I would love to hear it and see about that. But basically, it just sort of like cuts out on me. Oh, that was a fail. Alright. But it just sort of like cuts out, and I can't do anything with it when it's like that, which is really irritating. So, yeah, if you guys have any insights on how to fix that or make it better or what, I am going to try changing the batteries, but if it's something else, I have no idea how to fix that. So just, like, let me know down in the comments and be like, hey, it's this. I have a trackball and I have that problem all the time, da-da-da. So, yes, that would be super helpful, like, unbelievably helpful, because it's really irritating when it just cuts out. And I've never seen the tower from this angle. That's interesting. Okay. But yeah, you get the idea. It's not fun. So yeah, I was working at this theme park, and I was playing 1.5 and I loved it and it was awesome, and I was trying to figure out how to do everything, so I started watching different YouTubers and kind of figured out what I was doing slowly, like really, really unbelievably slowly, because, you know, it's hard to catch up. It really is. But yeah, so I kind of got squared away, and after, like I said, a little over a year at this particular theme park, actually, my car just, like, died on me, and I needed it to get to work, so I couldn't get to work anymore, and I didn't have the money to fix it or replace it, so I actually ended up moving back in with my parents. And I was 26 at the time, so you guys kind of it's not, I mean, if you're older and you're still living with your parents, it's not necessarily a bad thing, especially in this economy. Like, it's totally understandable. But, like, having been out on my own, it's definitely not where I wanted to be at that point. So, like, it was just a rough time in my life, and I wasn't super happy with my situation or anything, and just looking for, like, a new creative outlet. And I tried doing some writing and stuff through this site called I think it's .com. Yeah, just type in freelancer, you'll find it if you're into that sort of thing. And it was good. Like, I was making decent money doing that, but, like, I was super stressed out because I was writing just articles all the time, and I ended up looking at other options, and just seeing what else was out there that I could do, and doing the YouTube thing was actually one of the things that seemed most appealing at the time. So I gave it some serious thought and looked into that and got the stuff I needed for it, like a microphone and the recording software and all that, and I, started doing my first videos on the Skyblock series, and sort of went from there. And took a little time off to move and get adjusted to different things, and I should take care of those. And yeah, but I'm back from a little bit of a break now, and we're doing some new stuff, and I have new ideas. I'm very, very excited about the channel, and I've got lots of stuff that I want to do, like, I really want to do, and I hope that you guys would enjoy that journey with me. So, yeah, that's kind of where all of that is at. Let's replant these really quick and then, like, sprint to the bed because it's getting dark. Come on. Alright. So yeah, that's sort of like my origin story and where I come. That's like the super brief version of everything. Like, there's a lot of other stuff in the past that led to that, but that's sort of where the idea came from and why I picked Minecraft and all of that. It's just like I saw people doing it, and it seemed like something that would be fun and something that I could do now that once I actually learned how to play the game and how to do everything in it. Because it is a bit of a learning curve. Like, there's not a lot of in-game help, which is, I don't know, it's not necessarily like a criticism of Mojang and their style. And since there is so much help online, it's really not necessary to have in-game stuff, but I don't know, it'd be cool. I'm actually thinking about doing a thing where, like, you can format, like, I want to do, like, crafting manuals with books and with a book and quill kind of thing. I'm not sure how I want to do that yet, though, so I'm still like, I don't know what I want to do for that, and hemming and hawing and so forth. So, but that's something that I'm tossing around and thinking about doing. So, if you like that idea, let me know down in the comments, and that would be good motivation to get started on that. For the time being, I'm actually just working on, like, normal Minecraft stories, which you guys will know about from Minecraft Storytime. I'm trying to write at least one of those a week so I can keep up with the video series. But like once I have, like, I've pretty much got all the websites and everything updated at this point, so since that is the case, I might be able to start doing like 2 a week so I can kind of get ahead of it and do some other stuff. One thing in particular is I don't know if you guys know yet. I haven't really like officially announced it, but I do have a Patreon account set up. It is linked from my YouTube page right there on the channel banner. And I'm offering a thing where, like, if you do $15 a month donation, I'll actually do a custom Minecraft story that stars your character. And make sure it's formatted for a book and quill so you can actually like copy paste it into your Minecraft world, just as like a little thank you. And well, you know, like YouTubers do that all the time. They do like a little thank you gift for supporting and all that. So that's kind of my idea. And if, of course, there's no pressure on that. Like if you guys feel like you want to do something like that, you absolutely can. If you don't feel like doing that, then don't worry about it. Just sit back and enjoy the videos like you normally would. Obviously, like, no pressure. Like, not. It's just sort of a if you want to kind of thing. So, yeah, that's sort of where that is. I'm gonna leave that alone for now because, yeah, that's all that needs to be said on that. And yeah, so. I hope everything is going well with you guys and in your lives and such. That's just a weird kind of thing there. But yeah, so that's all the announcement stuff that I had done in the previous video that I needed to catch you guys up on. So yeah, now you're caught up and you sort of know like my origin story a little bit, like how I got here and whatnot. And of course, if you have any questions or just want to know like specifics or whatever, just feel free to ask. The comment section's an open book. And I will say, with the way they have the stuff set up, if you don't have a Google Plus account, I cannot reply to your comments. But because I did sign up for email notifications of comments before they did that, I do actually get the comments, and so I get to see them in email form. It's just when I go to reply to them, it doesn't let me reply to them unless you have a Google Plus account set up. So I do apologize if I don't reply to your comment. That is more than likely the reason for that. But I can see the comments, so feel free to comment on any video at any time for any reason, and I would definitely see it, and I would do my best to reply to those, though as noted, not always possible. So just if I don't get a reply out to you, just understand that is why, and I do apologize for that. You can pretty much always reach me on Twitter, so feel free to contact me through that. It's at Chauncey J. Kent. Is my Twitter name, and of course if you forget that, it's linked through the YouTube page on the banner up with all the other links and stuff there. So yeah, that's kind of where that's at. Also on the banner you'll note that I've got a blog set up, and I actually post all of the Minecraft stories on there and the associated storytime videos, if there is one, just get attached to the stories whenever those are made. And then I have a lot of other random articles from back in the day on there, and all the videos get embedded on that site as well. So it's a good place to keep up with stuff if you're looking to catch up. And of course, on my channel, I've got everything sorted into playlists, and on there I have everything sorted into pages. So it's not hard to find everything. So, but yeah, that's just sort of just a thing that you can visit if you want, or not, whatever. It will have the same comment problem that YouTube has because it's a blogger account, and so it's all connected with the G+ stuff, and thus just has the same irritating problem. Sorry. The last time I went into these woods, like, I immediately saw a creeper, and I ran away. And it's been forever, so I'm certain he's despawned by now, but I'm just a little wary of those woods at this point. I'm feeling like a little deforestation is in order, just to make them less dangerous, but I haven't quite gotten to that yet. So maybe that'll be an episode. We'll just, like... Yeah, if you see an episode entitled Deforestation, that is what we're talking about. It will pretty much just be cutting down all of those trees. Just because. So yeah, there's that. I will be building up there eventually. So it wouldn't be pointless. Like, I wouldn't be turning a forest into a plains or anything just because. Like, there'd actually be a legitimate reason for all of that. But yeah, and of course, as you know, I'm gathering sand to fill in a portion of the lake down below, so I can build a base down there. And lag. Alright, so technically it's not lag because that's like a server thing, but you guys get the idea. But yeah, so I have great ideas for the base. I want to do... Well, obviously it's going to be a glass ceiling so that you can, like, see the water above. Yeah, I know, it's funny. I'm filling in the lake, and then... So there's no water there, and then I'm going to build a base, and then I'm going to put water back on top of it. Ridiculous. But I think it's going to look pretty cool, and I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it, so that's sort of how I'm doing it. And... I mean, if you don't like that, you're welcome to comment about it, but that's probably the way I'm going to do it still, just because, I don't know, it seems easy. It is 1.8, so I could technically use sponges, but I don't currently have access to those, and I have no idea where an ocean monument would even be, especially with this particular map generation. Like, I don't even know where to look at this point, so yeah. That's kind of where that is. Plus, there's a lot of water, and I feel like sponges would just take forever. Maybe not as long as sand, but the water's not going to fill back in either, so there is that. And so yeah, that's where we're at. Basically just going to keep mining this until the sun goes down. And yeah, this has been kind of a more chatty episode, so sorry about that if you guys are looking for something more like action-packed, oriented, and all of that. Not going to happen today. However, I will leave a note in the description to let you guys know that it is more of a chatty episode, so if you wanted to skip over it and just like go on to the building episodes or the exploring or whatever episodes you actually really like, that's fine too. Actually, yeah, if you guys are still watching at this point, and I certainly hope you are, I know I've said, like, put a lot of stuff in the comments, but, like, what kind of episodes do you guys like? Like, what do you want to see? Just let me know. There's a whole comment section, and that's a great way to communicate with me. Or just Twitter me, or Facebook message me, or, you know, whatever. So, all of those links are on the banner image on my YouTube page, and I feel like I'm a broken record at this point, but you get the idea. And yeah, so the sun is going down, the moon is starting to rise. I'm so glad I did not fall in a hole. I because I did not check, and there is a huge one. Like, it was just to my left there. And I put that up there for security reasons, which I guess is a little silly now that I've got the tower and these doors here. But I still do it just in case, because I don't want zombies busting down my door, because that would be irritating. And yeah, here we go. Time for bed. But yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like. And of course, if you are not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe so you can get more of this great content. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching, and as always, I will talk to you later.